Yeah, so guys, today I want to talk about the major scale, in particular, the C major scale. So, by now, you should know that it's very obvious to know scales. I don't think I had to explain why you need to know them. Analogy that I have here is like a painter. A painter needs paint to paint. If he or she doesn't have paint to paint, they can't paint. It's inedible, it's essential. So, the same thing with music, you need scales to be able to play music, to understand music. Scales are literally the building blocks in music. You build harmony, aka chords, with scales. You build grooves with scales. You build melodies with scales. Literally, you start with scales, whether you like it or not. And you will hear it in music. You will hear harmony. You will hear bass notes, movements. You will hear all kinds of things in music that is using scales, melodies. You'll hear phrases. You will hear riffs, etc., etc., etc. So today I want to talk about how to play it on this particular instrument, the bass. So what you want to do is you want to just find the scale. It's in many spots, in many places, but I'm starting with the third fret on the A string. I happen to have a five-string bass, but that's not a problem if you have a four-string bass. Just find the A string and the third fret, and that's C. And go up the scale in the sequential order, right? Consecutive, just 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And it's good to put not only notes to the frets as C, D, E, F, G, A, B, C, but also put the numbers because the numerics are important just as the notes are. So that's a basic shape. So, here's C, here's D, here's E, here's F, here's G, here's A, here's B, here's the octave C. Pretty basic, pretty straightforward. I'm pretty sure you played it a million times. So now what you want to do is you want to be able to find it in all different kinds of directions. Just like how when you go down the street and you could take a left turn or a right turn and basically end up in the same place. It's just different ways, different routes. So with the scale, you want to do the same thing. So that way you're comfortable. So that way you build that familiarity, which basically translate into your muscle memory. So we could go vertically and we could go also horizontally. So the vertical would be where we stop here on the E, on the A string, right? So C, D, E. So that's 3 notes per string. F, G, A. That's the 3 notes per string rule. And then finish off with B and C on the G string. So that's the vertical to horizontal approach because you're going vertically like this and then horizontally over the next string, vertical up, and then horizontally to the next string and vertical up again. So you just want to find it all kinds of different ways. So now the ultimate way to really play the scale on the bass, especially on a string instrument, is to start on pretty much the lowest note, or should I say the lowest root note, which our root note is C in the C major scale, the low C here. So, you want to play it clean. I got through it, but you want to take your time and play it clean. But basically what I did, start with the lowest root note and go up to the highest note possible on my instrument. So the highest note was basically G, right? So you just want to get that full scope. And you might ask, well, what did you do as far as, you know, when it came time to shifting and going over to the next string and changing up the shape a bit? I just change to the next available note. So I kind of just use my eyes and I map out what's the next available note. I don't have a particular fingering that I'm trying to go after. I'm just trying to make sure that I'm incorporating all my fingers and I'm also playing as clean. So when I keep those in mind as the principle and the goals, then naturally I fall on the correct fingering positions or whatever you want to name it. And like I said, you just want to go throughout the entire neck. However you reach, you reach. But that's a great way of learning and tying everything together on your bass using just one scale, that's C major, and you will become very comfortable. Now, I want to let you guys know that I'm building a bass community on Patreon, and I would love for you all to join the Patreon at a really decent cost per month. You can go on the Patreon, you can find my link in the bio, and it'll navigate you there. And basically, I'm offering exclusive access to bass lesson videos. I'm letting you guys into my playing style. I'm letting you guys into tutorials on, just basic bass playing for beginners all the way up to advanced, up to professional players. I'm letting you guys into just a really enthusiastic learning model that I'm developing, and I plan to upload videos every week as much as I can. And I would love to see you guys join the Patreon so that way I could build community and we could continue learning bass the right way the first time, so that way you don't have to go back and correct all these errors that you've probably learned just from skipping through videos and patching things together as much as you can. It's good to have something that is structured and something that is a community where you could ask questions and you could have people just like you on there share the same similar thoughts or even bring up things that you might have not thought of. So please join the Patreon. And if you're also interested in one-on-one lessons, I do offer that, and we could go through with booking that by sending me an email at jcherrymusic@gmail.com, and I will send you a link over to my Calendly, and you could book a date and time, and we'll take care from there. So you guys take care, and I'll see you all in the next video.